Alright, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. This is the JPL preview show. Looking to have a short but spicy, short but very spicy preview show. And we have some good matchup this weekend. We have some really good matchup coming up this weekend. And I'm anticipating some good games. You will be seeing me, just possible, live streaming maybe one of those games because we need to cover most of these games. As you guys come in, I would really appreciate it if you guys smash that like button, hit that subscribe button because we have some lovely stuff to talk about today. I have a lot of things prepared for you guys. But as I said, it definitely won't be a long one. I'm anticipating to have a quite a short show, maybe 15 minutes in that region. So in the meantime, people, smash the like button, people. That is important because I already informed you guys about me being in YouTube jail. I'm in YouTube jail, people. So I would implore you guys to hit that like button. And definitely, none less this one, you have to smash that subscribe button as well because the channel is actually growing. We are a growing channel right here. And so, people, we're going to get straight into the details, but let's get with the intro. Let's run the intro, people. Let us go. Run here. All right, so we are back. So let's first, you know what I like to look at? Let's have a look. Let's have a run through on the league table before we kick off into the games. Let's have a look at the league table before we look at the games. Now this is how the league table sets up. Mount Pleasant at the top, still yet to lose a game. And we have Waterhouse with a 1 draw and 1 loss in that last game out. They drew that game. They had to come back from behind to get a draw out of that game. We have Dunbeholden FC in 3rd position. We have Arnett in 4th. We have Cavaliers in 5th. And then we have Harborview in 6th. Then now the table trickles down in regards to a performance-based aspect in Vere, Portmore United, Lion, Malines United, Montego Bay United, and Tivoli Gardens FC. So there's a lot of aspect to look at in this one, people. There's so much things to look at in this one. So as I would implore you guys to really smash a like button, people, because you don't know that's what we want to do. We want to really build this show and get it going. So let me see. I'm trying to find something because I already have the information here, people. Don't worry about that. I do have the information here. What I'm looking for is to see the chat. Sorry about that. Need to close that. So as you can see, so everyone who's just coming in, all who's just coming in, make sure you smash that like button. So let's have a look at the table. So we already established that. So from the last game, we saw where some, I would say, disappointing result because I was really expecting a lot more from the likes of Waterhouse. In regards to their performance. The performance seems to be declining. I don't know what the cause of that, but it's definitely obvious that the performance is declining a little bit. Now, let's look at the fixtures for this weekend. And we're going to run through the fixtures and also highlight some of the key players that we should look out for this weekend. Hopefully, you guys are seeing those fixtures quite clearly, just as much as I am seeing it. So we have the first game. This is the game that I'm speaking about, people, and it's the first game of the weekend. Probably should have been the last game. Kick off the weekend with fire, right? But I do believe that this is the toughest game out of the lot. This is the head-to-head, the top leaders, top of the table. Both of them were really plunging at the first stages of the season. Waterhouse kind of fell off the boil just a little bit, but Mount Pleasant kickoff. We already know Waterhouse in 2nd position. Mount Pleasant face off Waterhouse. We know the games are going to be featured in Draxall, I think. Yeah, the game will be featured in Draxall. Tickets are available for purchase. Then you have to do the verification in regards to the vaccination status. Now, this is going to be a good encounter. This will really be a good encounter. We can look at players such as Alan Atty, Daniel Green, I believe that these guys will be the standout player, and they have been the standout player so far throughout the season. for Mount Pleasant. Now the problem is this now. The problem is this now. Waterhouse have a lot of firepower as well. You can say Firehouse, the likes of Benbow, Devario Gray, and Fletcher, who I believe since at the beginning of the season, I can clearly say that Benbow definitely was one of the players who I would believe was the most informed player. I believe that Benbow was actually the most informed player when the season just started. He's still in good form. He's still in good form, but not that level of consistency that I would expect from him based on how he started off the season. But and that is just football. We also can look at Cleon Price, who is also a deadly player who I believe that might be a factor. And another player is Devante Campbell. Left back Donovan Sigri, another player who is actually playing some good football. And the player that is not being spoke about enough, and I always speak about them, is Sole McCullough. Very, very good player. Just not getting the highlight, and I don't know why. But that is football, I believe. That is just how football is. That's just how football is some of the time. Guys, please don't be here and not smashing the like button. Please smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that like button. So that is all the Mount Pleasant team. Those are the danger personnel for that Mount Pleasant team. We already highlight a few of the danger personnel for Waterhouse in Javon James, Andre Fletcher, Cardell Benbow, and the left back Ricardo Thomas. But central midfielder, we have Ramon Howell, who's also a really good player, and someone that we should look out for. That is the reason I said this team, this game, this fixture would be the most exciting fixture over the weekend. Now let's move on to the next fixture, where we have Humble Lions versus Harbourview. Wow, Humble Lions versus Harbourview. So Harbourview, there's a particular player at Harbourview that I take keen interest in the likes of Tarek Zeminiz. The reason why he's a young player, teenager, playing at a high level, and I do believe that he's a player that will exceed above and beyond. He will go he will go in the ranks. I believe he will be going in the ranks, people. So let's look into it. So then now we have the likes of Trayvon Reed and Staple. These are the guys who are providing the goal scoring output. Yeah, I think Zemini scored one from a free kick, but Trayvon Reed is the target man who they are most likely to get a goal from. Staple, as a right back, is getting himself on the scoring sheet quite often, and that is a good look. That shows that really shows how he is attacking efficiencies really works, and that's as I said earlier, that is a really good look. What I'm trying to do, so look at the Humble Lions team now. Demario Phillips. No, my bad. I'm getting the names mixed up. Shamari Dallas and Andrew Vanzi are the two dangerous players for Humble Lion. Also, Visional Harris, who is in good form right now, really good form. But Vanzi last time out scoring that free kick. Well, the keeper should have done a little bit better, the wall placement and such. But nonetheless, Vanzi can hit that ball really good. He really knows how to hit that ball. And for the Mount Pleasant versus Watto's game, I might tip it the favor in Mount Pleasant. I might say 2-1 in favor of Mount Pleasant. It will be a close game though. It will definitely be a close game. Humble Lions versus Harbourview. I am going in favor of Harbourview. Harbourview have a little bit more in regards to dangerous players and how they play. Humble Lions, they are playing good football. They do have a lot of players who can provide. But the problem is that they're relying on the midfield too much. I think they need to work out the defensive aspect of their game. But that is a football. That is definitely football. So let's move on to the next game. I'm going to say Harbourview 1-0 over Humble Lion. Let's move on to the next game. Lions versus TG. TG is struggling. TG is struggling at this moment. It doesn't matter how much goal Werner Brown score. It doesn't matter how hard Werner Brown try, but TG just consistently struggling. Nicholas Nelson, great form right now. Really good form. Trevante Stewart, good form as well. Tariq Sutherland, really good players. These are 3 players who are in good form. I might say that these players will be impactful. I honestly believe that these players will be impactful and how this result may turn out. So I will go in favor of more lines, maybe more lines, 3 goals to 1. Warner Brown will still get that 1 goal because that 1 goal is given. He's such a clinical striker. Now we have Portmore United versus... So we have Portmore United versus Vere. Vere can't score a goal to save themselves. Cannot score a goal to save themselves. It's tough. It's really tough. Shea Smith, Javerick McFarlane. These are the 2 players who are actually the danger players for Portmore United. And I do think that the problem is so Portmore United do have a good attacking outlet. They do have a good attacking outlet. But the problem is that they don't know how to defend. Vere do know how to defend, but they can't score. So you can imagine just probably apply Portmore United attacking outlet to Vere United, and you might get something special right there. But Lamar Neal and Francois Suebi sharing a goal apiece. These are the guys who have been... Francois Suebi, very good striker. Pessimistic, lethal. Gets a chance, he will take it, but he just doesn't get much chances. And that's a part of football. It does get much chances. But I think that Portmore United will get 1 out over Vere. It will be a close game. It can be a 0-0 game or a 1-1 game, but I'm gonna say Portmore United 1, Vere 0. Vere still struggling to score a goal. If Vere should get an early goal, it's done. It's done. Strictly defending. Then now we move on to Dunbeholden versus Arnett. Now this is where the top guns are. The big guys who are scoring goals. Atafroy, Bygrave, Demario Phillips, Ronaldo Cephas, and Keith Simpson. I think Arnett has a few more persons who have scored. But this is where the goal scorers are. Surprisingly, Dunbeholden plays so good. Dunbeholden they're in third position. And that is the danger. They're in third position. Surprisingly, they're playing good football, but the results aren't coming. Arnett is also playing some good football. Arnett, I think they thrashed... Who did they defeated 4 goals to 1? I think they won 4 goals to 1 last time out. But I believe that based on the firepower that Dunbeholden has, I think Dunbeholden, as a person from Portmore who drive through Dunbeholden some of the time when I'm heading towards Spanish Town, don't want to get big stone. And then stone when me a pass. But in the same sense, I do think that Dunbeholden have a little bit more firepower and they might get this one. So I might see this might be a high scoring game, maybe a 3 goals to 2 in favor of Dunbeholden. Atafroy Bygrave, he will get his goal. And I'm sure who else will score. Ronald Cephas likely to get his goal as well. But Bygrave will get his goal. That seems as if it's given. So let's look to the final game. Let's move to the final game. Cavaliers versus Montego Bay. Cavaliers struggling, really struggling. I read an article about the technical director, which is Mr. Rudolph Speed. He's saying that he wants to maintain the style of play because he wants the team to adapt the European style of play. And going forward, I think that it's a good idea. But what's happening right now is that it might take a little while for the team to really advance. My phone is ringing. I need to mute my mic. Alright, so sorry about that, people. I got an emergency phone call. So Cavaliers, Ronaldo Webster, Dwayne Atkinson. These are the 2 players who are actually the more dangerous players in their attacking outlet. Will they get the goal? I honestly don't know. Will they provide that attacking outlet? I honestly do not know as well. But the problem is, moving the ball forward is always a problem from what I've seen so far for the Cavaliers team. And they'll be going up against a struggling team in Montego Bay, but they do have two very good goal scorers in Ewan Barton and Ladrick Arton. Two very, very good goal scorers. So the defense has to be on your P's and Q's. Jamal Tope, you have to move a bit faster than that. That slow, sluggish movement, you have to you need to work on that. Definitely. But that is just football still. That is definitely football. That is just how it is some of the time. But definitely people, I'm hoping that you guys actually enjoyed this bit of the show. Hopefully guys smash the subscribe button as well. Hit that subscribe button as well, people. I won't say any longer. This has definitely been a long enough stream. And I'll see you guys again. Until next time, people. This is Military Guna TV. Smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button. And also share the content. Until next time, we are out.